Mrs. Essien, your husband is out of his coma. Phone pressed against one ear, the other hand reaching for the remote control, Ebony bolted upright. Her hand shook as she fumbled to mute the television news channel she'd been watching. The discarded controller clanked onto the clear, glass-topped side table. Did I hear you correctly? Felix is awake? She couldn't hide the tremor in her voice, nor relax her tight-knuckled grip on the overstuffed arm of the upholstered cream sofa. Disbelief warred with hope, trampling all over her troubled mind. "Yes, madam," the nurse said at the other end of the line. Breath rushed out of her lungs. The living room turned blurry. She lowered her lashes and slumped backwards, the velvet cushions a haven of soft comfort. A tear seeped from the corner of her eye and rolled down her cheek. She didn't bother to wipe it. This didn't represent sadness. No, this spelt relief, pure and simple, at prayers answered, at last. "Hello? Are you still there?" Eyes flickering open, she took in the bare cream walls of the living room, and her gaze landed on the pile of framed wedding photographs in the far corner, overshadowed by a dark wood sculpture of a couple clinched in passion. Since she'd taken delivery of the photos, she hadn't been able to bring herself to put them up. "I'm still here." She swiped another tear with the back of her hand and cleared her throat. "How is he? When did he wake up?" The words rushed from her lips, relief now overtaken by excitement. Soft laughter filtered through the phone. "Take it easy, madam." Ebony grimaced. The respectful term for a woman only made her feel ancient. She'd prevented her household employees from using it to address her, but she didn't tell the nurse on the phone. "Sorry," she said instead as she curled her lips with joy for the first time in weeks. She could forgive the woman who delivered such delightful news. "No need to apologize. I understand, madam," the nurse continued in a cheerful voice. "Your husband woke a few minutes ago. The doctor is with him now, and he seems okay, considering his condition. There is a request on his note to contact you as soon as he wakes up. This is the reason for my call." "Thank you so much, nurse. I'll come to the hospital straight away." Ebony ended the call and sprang to her feet, ready to race to the bedroom to change. Bad move. Her head swam, making her nauseated by the sudden movement, her stomach heaving like a turbulent sea. Sinking back into the sofa, she breathed through the queasiness, head tilted slightly forward on her hands. "Oh, Lord, I hope I haven't picked up a stomach bug." It'll teach her to buy street food. Last night she'd craved kilishi so much she had to stop on the way home from hospital to pick up the beef jerky-style food cured and seeped in spices. The omelette and toast she'd had for breakfast hadn't stayed down, to the dismay of the housekeeper. The poor girl had looked appalled at the notion she may have poisoned her mistress. Hence the reason Ebony had been sitting in the living room when her phone rang, instead of being already at the hospital, her usual routine. Perhaps the stress of the past few weeks finally caught up with her. Long days and even longer nights, staying up worried about Felix. Her chin dipped into her chest and her shoulders slumped as a wave of guilt hit her. I should have been there when he woke up. He should have seen me first, not the nurse or doctor, me, his wife. Today of all days, too. Is it fate that he woke on Valentine's Day? "Auntie, are you okay?" Ebony exhaled a sigh and lifted her head. The word auntie gave her familial closeness to the addresser, a sense of not being alone in this mansion or dealing with faceless employees, but rather engaging with a member of the family. Bissy, the housekeeper, stood beside her sofa twisting her hands, her anxiety plastered on her round face. Her outfit, a blue check dress, white pinafore, and white sandals, creaseless and stainless, her hair plaited in neat straight cornrows pulled into a bun at the back. The 20-year-old girl always took pride in her appearance. Living in meant Bissy became part of their household, which made her family. Ebony curled her lips into a reassuring smile. "I'm more than okay. Stop worrying." She stood carefully, and this time the world stayed the right way up. "Just tell Collar that I'll be ready to go to the hospital in 30 minutes. "Yes, Auntie," the girl nodded. "I've packed the bag ready for you. Do you want me to skip class tonight in case you need me?" "No, There's no need for you to miss your lesson.